I'm so excited for this one. Gisou, I think you say it Gisou, I'm not sure. They came out with a fall or autumn collection of their iconic lip oils. And if you know me, if there's a brown lip set, I'm gonna be buying it. So this is not PR, this is not sponsored or anything. I bought this set with my money. So a quick look at the brand. If you didn't know, Gisou, our brand that does obviously lip products, but a lot of hair care as well. And their main thing is honey and bees and putting it into these beauty products. You may be familiar with their kind of wiggly lip oil packaging. I used to really love the original one. They've come out with a bunch of different shades now, but I haven't tried any of them. I literally have had 2 of the original ones and now these as well. You can see they come in this really nice little box. It's got this slidey bit on top where you can take it off. And then you get this lovely little box that says the brand name. I actually love when brands have boxes like this because I reuse them. I think this is really pretty. I think it'll look really nice to store little bits and bobs. Open, we have the 3 lip shades. So this is what you get when you get the set. So we have Vanilla Glaze, Sticky Toffee, and Milky Mocha. So Vanilla Glaze is a sheer but buildable milky pastel pink with neutral undertones inspired by fluffy vanilla cream. Swipe on the tint and scent of sweet cream for lips that are intensely hydrated and boosted with a glossy shine. So each one of these is supposed to smell like their specific scent. I'm not very good with scents. I'm not very good with describing them, so you'll have to excuse me, but it does remind me of maybe some sort of ice cream. So here it is. I just dipped in 2 times, just 1 time for each lip. I'll see if I can build it up in a minute. Honestly, since I tried the original one, the texture does feel different. The original one was literally very oily, I would say, which I personally liked. They do have a more creamy texture to it. I do quite like it. It goes on quite a milky pink. Okay, you probably cannot build it up any more than I did. This is not the amount I'd probably wear. First thoughts, even with such a lot on, I have a lot of it on right now, it still feels really creamy. The scent does not feel overwhelming or anything. Obviously it's a very sheer shade, but these are supposed to be quite sheer, so I don't mind that. Yeah, just a really pretty shade. I do think it's quite interesting having such a pale pink. I think that, you know, every brand does a pink lippy, right? But having such a pale one, I do think brings something a little bit different. Let's get on to the next shade. I did not bring anything to wipe my lips. But while I just wiped it off, I did realize that there is actually some lasting hydration I'm feeling already just from having it on for a few minutes. There are so many lip products that claim to be a lip balm or something like that, more caring, but they don't actually hydrate the lips once it's off. So I'm actually impressed already. So next up we have Sticky Toffee, which is a sheer but buildable milky toffee with warm undertones, inspired by buttery caramelized pastries. Swipe on the tint and scent of drizzled toffee for lips that are intensely hydrated and boosted with a glossy shine. One little thing that I will point out, I really like that they made the tops of each of these different as well, because normally they just have a very light pink packaging for each of their shades, but these ones, they actually individualized each of the tops, so I think that's pretty cool as well. Okay, I'm seeing this tint a lot more than the last one. I really like that. So this is what it looks like, just dipping in twice. I think I only dipped in twice. Okay, I'm really liking this shade. It's like, first of all, the formula in general with all of these shades does not disappoint. These lip oils are really the way to get that glass lip effect. Extremely shiny, extremely smooth as well. It really smooths the lips. This shade is so pretty. I feel like it's giving kind of like a mousy brown. It's really soft, really pretty. I expected to like them, to be honest, but oh yeah, about this one's scent. I'm definitely getting sweet treat type of scent, you know what I mean? That's all I can really think of how to describe it, to be honest. I don't eat toffee that often. I'm probably not as familiar with that scent as I should be. Okay, last but not least, we have Milky Mocha. A sheer but buildable milky brown with cool undertones, inspired by a fireside cup of mocha. Swipe on the tint and scent of chocolate espresso with a creamy top. For lips, they're intensely hydrated and boosted with a glossy shine. Oh, I think I immediately smell that kind of maybe less chocolatey, maybe more fake chocolatey smell. Okay, so here is the first application. My first initial thoughts on this is that I love the shade. With any kind of sheer lip product that's brown, or that's especially a quite dark brown like this, they do tend to kind of, when they settle in any lines you do kind of notice that a bit. With the shade being so dark, if you're my complexion of course, it kind of gathers a little under the bottom lip if you put on a lot. A little bit of a shadow or maybe a liner effect on that. I think out of all of them, this scent might be my least favorite, just off of my first reaction. I think that, like I said with the first one, I don't remember if I said it for the second one, but all of these, even putting on a lot, the scent is not overwhelming. I think all of these scents are very wearable. I do think that I can't really smell it at all right now. I can maybe taste it a little bit. I personally prefer when lippies of any description don't have any scent, just because, I don't know, just sensory stuff, I guess, but that's me personally. But all of these I think are really wearable. It's quite intrigued. It says it has a cool undertone, which it does look like it here. But when you swatch it, maybe it's more purple. I can't tell if it looks more purple, which would be cooler, or if it looks more like a reddy brown. This swatch, maybe I should swatch all of them. But I'm not quite sure. A purpley brown red, I don't know, you know what I mean? I hope it's coming up on camera. Yeah, I'll just do some swatches on my hand as well so you can see that way. So we have Vanilla Glaze, Sticky Toffee, and Milky Mocha. Weirdly contort my hand so you can see them on a flat hand there. Do you know what, this might be something to show actually. Let me zoom you back in. The Milky Mocha has kind of, again, like I said before, it has kind of moved a bit and settled a bit differently than when I first applied it. So it is something just to keep in mind if you're a similar complexion to me, or maybe even if you just have kind of lighter lips. So something to keep in mind, but it never stops me from buying these type of lippies. So let me know what you think of these in the comments. Will you be picking any of these up? They're such a cute set, how they fit together as well. Please leave a like and a comment and let me know which of these shades are your favorite. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.